So I'm back with another episode of Cookin' Up Advice. This is the series where you send me in questions or ask me for advice, and I try my best to help you out. The first question says, hey DJ, you're probably gonna think it's gross, but I'm bisexual, and I'm probably not gonna come out for a while because my family is super religious and I'm scared that they won't accept me. So this person didn't tell me if they were a boy, if they were a girl, how old they were, blah, 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 all that stuff. All they said was that they're bisexual and they're scared to tell anybody because their family's super religious. I think you need to just do it. Now, think about it. Is your family normally supportive of you? Like if you said, oh, I want these new shoes, do they support you or do they hate on you? That can tell you a bunch of different things. I think if you go to school, you can talk to your teachers about it. You can talk to a counselor. You can also watch some YouTube videos. I think if you search up like how to come out if my parents won't support me, something like that, I think you'd be able to find some tips. I'm not the best at this because I'm not bisexual or anything. Just take your time, go with the flow, and just be you. So this kid writes, hey DJ, I'm 12 years old. I really want a phone. I have enough money, but my parents don't want me to have a phone. They say it's addicting and stuff, which I find true, but that's not fair. My two cousins are the same age as me and they have phones, so how can I possibly convince my parents to let me get a phone? Well, you're 12 years old. I bet a lot of people in your grade have phones. It seems like nowadays all these kids are just getting iPhone 15s and stuff right when they come out of the womb. I know you want a phone so you can watch YouTube, you can play games, you can text people, stuff like that. But if you tell your parents that's why you want the phone, they're not going to get it to you because they don't want you to be addicted to that stuff. So you should just try to be like, hey mom, hey dad, like whenever I'm at school, like what if I have to text you, or what if I get lost and I need to call you? Something like that. Start to tell them like, I feel more safe if I'd have a phone so I could always contact you guys. If you say that, I think they'd be more willing to give you a phone instead of you just saying, oh, I want a phone so I can play games. All my friends have phones. They play games on their phones. Your parents aren't going to care about that. They're going to smack you upside the head and they're going to say, bro, no. If you tell them you want a phone because you feel more safe with it, or you want to talk to them more, you want to text them, you want to be able to call them, they might be more willing to get you a phone. This question was submitted about a year and a month ago. So you're 13 now. You probably have a phone. So they type, hello DJ, I'm 12 and my grandparents, uncles, and aunts own a dog and they do not care about him. They only care about him a little bit, but they put him in terrible places where it's bad for him, like outside. He stays there for 24 freaking hours. And when I see him outside, he's sad. I said to them that I want to adopt that dog, and I know how good owners do things for their dogs. But the hard part is, my dad, he loves me, but he complains about things that my family has done that makes him angry. But I'm scared to tell him that I want to adopt the dog because he'll kick me out of the house. Please, DJ, give me advice on how to own a dog without my dad being angry at me. So a lot just went on in this question. First, you were talking about how your grandparents and your aunt and uncle, they own a dog and they treat it horribly. They pretty much abuse this dog, and you want to adopt the dog because you feel bad for it and you know it's a good dog. But your dad doesn't want the dog. If you tell your dad you want the dog, he's going to kick you out. If your dad kicks you out at 12 years old, there's something wrong with him. Well, let's get that out of the way. There's something wrong with him. And if your dad kicks you out for saying you want to adopt that dog because it's getting abused, there's something wrong with your dad. I don't even think you should go to your dad. If your dad is that type of person, go to your grandparents, go to your aunts and uncles, the people who abuse that dog, and tell them straight up, why are you leaving the dog out there all day? It might be scary. You might be scared to do it, but it's the right thing. Tell them, why are you not taking care of your dog? Tell them you would take way better care of the dog if it was yours. And if they get mad at you, it means it's true. It means they know that they're not treating the dog right. A lot of people hate hearing the truth. Like one example from my past, there was this lady that I knew and she had a huge problem with drinking. And whenever we would go up to her and say like, why are you still drinking? You just said you would stop drinking. She would get mad and she'd try to make excuses saying like, this is my one drink I had, or, oh, I'm not even drinking. What are you talking about? When people get confronted with the truth and they know it's bad, they're going to get mad. So I wouldn't be surprised if your grandparents, uncles, or aunts, whoever owns the dog, gets really mad at you. But you have to show them the truth. You have to show the light to them. Now, you didn't mention a mom. Maybe your parents are split up and you don't see your mom often. But if your mom still is in your life, maybe you can talk to your mom about how your grandparents are mistreating that dog. And if you love that dog enough, like it seems like you do in this message, You should do something about it. You can always call like animal control or something, your local animal control, your local pound. Tell them about what's happening to that dog. Your grandparents might get in trouble. They might get a fine, but life will be good for that dog. So this next question is kind of sad. He says, I hate that I'm single. I'm just super desperate in getting a girlfriend. But I hate being desperate and I want to change that. Can you help me not care enough about getting a girlfriend? So basically what he's saying is that he's so worried that he needs a girlfriend, and the fact that he doesn't have a girlfriend messes with his mind, but he wishes he didn't care about having a girlfriend. Well, you literally said it yourself. You care too much about having a girlfriend, but you can't get one. You ever think why you can't get a girlfriend? It's because you're looking for one. Love comes at you when you least expect it. If you're out here looking for women, yeah, you might find one, but she won't be the right one. If you wait for that woman to come to you, or you wait for that love to come to you, you'll find the right one. I think you should mainly focus on yourself. I see a lot of people who want to get girlfriends or want to get boyfriends. They actively go out and search for it without working on themselves. You have to be a suitable partner for somebody else. So that means you can't be 3'5", 80 pounds, and have no muscles. You have to look decent. You can't have millions of pimples on your face. I have like 20 pimples on my face, but you can't have millions. I try to make my skin clean, you know what I mean? You have to make sure you are suitable for somebody else. You can't just go out of your way and look for a girl. And hey, your message makes it seem like you're super, super lonely. I'm gonna guess you're like 14 years old. You have so much time. You have friends. I know you have friends. You do not need a girl. I've been in a lot of situations in my life with girls, and I think the best thing for you to do is just focus on you, and they will come to you. Trust me. I've been through it. If you just focus on yourself, they'll start showing up. If you want to watch more cooking up advice, click right here. I've been making these for like probably 2 years off and on. The editing changed a lot. The mic changed. The quality changed a lot. But you can go watch that or click right here if you want to subscribe to my stupid channel.